2 decades I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh competitively. You watch this video and the title is true. Pure Yummy is better now than last format. I'm going to show you this combo and you tell me at the end of the video if you think it's copium or not. It does more of an end board, much more, because of the extra deck space we saved. Herald and Snatchy only got in the way. It only got in the way. Pure Yummy, you're not using Herald to search Habakiri. In Pure Yummy, the only thing Herald does is give you an Omni Negate and Macrocosmos for his Draco Tail. Watch this new end board with 0 bricks in the deck, and you tell me if you think that Pure Yummy is better now than before. It sounds like copium, but I have been now awake for 54 straight hours. Well, I slept for 4 hours of 54 hours, and I've been testing Yummy for the last 50 hours. I've not showered in 2 days, and I don't intend to start. Not until the whole world knows Yummy is the best deck. So watch this whole video for the sake of me showering, and then you tell me at the end of the video if you feel that I'm capping or not. Because my new Yummy board with 0 bricks in the main deck ends on 2 Omni Negates and over 4 other interruptions, and then the Yummy interrupts, totaling 10 interruptions. So let's get straight into this video. If you love Pure Yummy, I'm hosting a Metafy daily class. Metafy daily on weekdays, every single day until the 300th, every single day. I'm going to be covering Radiant Yummy, Pure Radiant, and Pure Yummy. These are the 3 decks that I believe are actually the biggest underdogs or dark horses of the format. Because the second people see this and how it works, you will see just how broken it is. So let's get straight into this. That's it for the intro. We're going straight into showing the combo, and you guys tell me at the end of the video. Just watch till the end of the combo. And if you still don't think it's absolutely broken, I'll eat my words and I'll go shower immediately. But don't worry, just maybe I will shower next week. Okay, there's Yu-Gi-Oh to be doing. Okay, there's Yu-Gi-Oh to be Yu-Gi-Ohing. I don't have time for anything else but Yu-Gi-Oh. 50 or 54 hours I awake. All I've been doing is Yu-Gi-Oh. We're gonna go Snatchy, Lollipop, any starter. Look at the main deck. There's 0 bricks. I'm only playing Jester because I like Pure Raise map with Jester. When you're playing 9 Yummy names that are requiring of a level 1 on summon, having any other card as an extended source of Pure Raise is actually pretty good. So we're gonna use the effect of this. By the way, guys, don't worry. I actually did shower. Don't worry. Last week. Okay, so Minion effect is gonna summon the Lollipop now. Everyone knows this combo. The 4 cards in my hand are just any 4 random cards, just to show you guys one combo. Yes, you guys saw all the synchros correct. This is an absolutely broken combo, and it works incredibly well even through hand traps. Cupsy effect, add. You cannot hand trap this deck. Okay, if you have 1 Lollipop, sure, but you can't actually stop it, because if you have Yummies in hand, you special. What are you gonna do? Imperm Snatchy? Yeah, fucking right. Discard a random card. Effect of Cupsy. Special. Linkaribo. This is the new line. Yeah, now I'll tell you why I prefer Yummy Radiant. Yummy Radiant gives an extra push. If you have 1 Yummy card or 3 Yummy cards, it does the same fucking thing. If I have in my hand 3 Yummy cards or 1 Yummy card, they all do the same thing. But Pure Yummy is cleaner in the sense that it's easier to play and maneuver for somewhat newer players. And I want you guys to look at the situation. My opponent will Nibiru me right now if he has Nibiru. If it's Dueling Book, maybe they'll wait just to see what you're cooking. But you're telling me at a YCS, who's going to want to fuck around and find out what I'm going to make here? My Radiant Yummy deck might go Sprite Sprint right now, and you just lost some crazy advantage. The best way to play through Nib is not to negate it, is to play right through that motherfucker. You smash your head through a wall. That's how the best way to play around Nibiru. Even in Pure Yummy, even though it's way better than Radiant Yummy, if they Nibiru you right now, you get a Link Spider, you turn your token into Link Spider. Now Link Spider is mandatory in case of Nibiru. You go Surprise, Special, Marshmallow, add back Surprise. You make a Yummy Synchro 2, and if they enter battle to kill your Yummy Synchro 2, you Surprise in battle, you have Linkaribo now. Thank you to Snatchy being banned. Now you play through Nibiru anyways. Through Nibiru, the board last time, you don't make a Herald through Nibiru. You quite literally through Nibiru and on a Synchro 2 anyways. So this does the same thing. And they can't enter battle because of Karibo. So it's the same, like you're literally doing the same thing. No one's actually fucking around and waiting to figure out what you're doing. And on top of that, as I'm doing the combo, you're gonna notice, they'll, even if they wait a little bit, they'll do it before you surprise. So anywho, here's the combo now, and you tell me if you think Herald IP pass is better than this shit. So watch this now. We're gonna go into Samsara. Y'all see that? And then you're gonna go into Cupid Pitch. You'll increase Cupid Pitch by 3. The second Samsara hits the board, even Samsara and Lollipop, well, you think the opponent's gonna wait to see whatever the fuck you're gonna make? It's getting nibbed. They're gonna nib before it's gone. I'm telling you, it's gone now. At this point, if you want to play around Nibiru, play Radiant Yummy. Nibiru is not a card this format. That's like saying, oh, bro, you didn't play around Gamma. Oh, bro, you didn't play around Meows. You didn't play around Lancia. Nibiru, who the fuck's gonna play Nibiru in the main deck, especially with Draco Tail being the most played deck by a landslide, Magus' Draco Tail being the next most played deck, Branded being the next most played deck, Radiant Typhoon being the most played deck. These cards do not care about Nibiru. So I'm telling you, the best way to play through Nibiru is through it or ignore it for pure Yummy. If you want to play around Nibiru, like if you're so scared of playing around everything, you play Radiant Yummy. But this is the best in how it is right now. So this is level 7, this is level 1. You're gonna make now Diabelle Queen of the White Forest. This card is Yummy's new best friend. Fucking broken, and I'll show you why. You'll use the effect for a free +1. So you've already, keep in mind, the deck has mainly hand traps, but the hand traps that you play is 3 Imprint, 3 Purge, and I play Puri Raise Map. You play 1 for 1, and I play Droplet. In the post side deck, you're putting in Duster, Lightning Storm, Thrust, and Talent on top. This deck has so many non-engine slots. I play 20 non-engine slots with 18 starters. You're not playing Mitsurugi anymore. Herald ban actually helped us because you don't play the 6 Mitsurugi bricks anymore and you save 3 extra deck slots. Now watch this. You haven't surprised, you have surprised. So we're here and here. We're going to end the turn here. We're going Samsara. We're going to use Samsara effect. And this is where the deck gets utterly broken. You set your surprise or your traps if you're imperm. And in this game state, you pass your turn. You're gonna think to myself, but Trif, where's Herald, bro? Your opponent activates any interaction in Yu-Gi-Oh. Any interaction in Yu-Gi-Oh. I'll tell you the most common. Activate Radiant Typhoon Chant to add a card or search MST. You activate any card in Yu-Gi-Oh, even Rahu. In this deck, you want them to Rahu immediately. You want them to Rahu immediately in this deck with how this is built. Activate Radiant Typhoon Chant. I use the effect of Diabelle Queen of the White Forest. Okay. You send your minion. Free send. You want to know what you're going to do here? Take a wild guess what you're going to summon. I'll give you a hint. It just came out in Burst Protocol. You're going to summon Zarin, the Chain-Bound Dragon, in the EMZ. It's a Synchro Tuner. You then negate the next card that they activate. This card's broken. The fact that this is a Synchro Tuner, and here's why this is extra broken. Zarin is only good in a few decks. Mainly Yummy. Because if they just on resolution activate a card, not many decks could quick play use cards for nothing. You're playing fucking Yummy, bro. Your whole deck uses quick effects. So what do you do in this game state? The opponent activates any card. You chain Lollipop. You trigger the Zarin to negate their card. All right, why don't we resolve now? We negated whatever card they just did. We can summon whatever you like here. Let's just say we summon these. As an example here, why don't we Cupsy draw for free? Why not, right? Or even better, I'll save one even better for you guys. We'll go Snatchy. You know, Snatchy, put the Croaky. Up to you if you want to play a Croaky or not. Don't worry about Purge, by the way, because you're just obviously going to set it. Anywho. All right, so we just used our negate, right? You think this is done now? We haven't even touched the surface of our end board yet. We haven't even touched it yet. So far, we got the free Omni negate with this, right? Okay, well, we already used it. It's once per turn. You now use some Samsara's effect. Now, this is where it gets broken. This is where it gets really good. You think Baron DeFleur is a good card? You think Baron DeFleur is a good card? You're going to summon on your opponent's turn more times than they will every fucking turn. Can you guys please read this? It says, if this card you control uses synchro material, you can treat it as a non-tuner. We're going to make not Baron de Fleur from Temu. Not Baron de Fleur from Temu. We're going to make Baron de Fleur from fucking Asgard. Arms of Genix. For those that don't know what this card does, it's a monster negate for every attribute in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes, I'm sorry, it does get banished here. Currently, we have light and dark. There, later on in the combo, we could put a wind if we'd like in the graveyard, later on in the combo. But this to me I'm happy with. It negates lights and darks. And later on in the combo, we could banish more. We could get the Metal Marcher, which is a wind, if we want to. So why don't we keep playing now? Because we're not done yet. So this will negate 2 times. At any given moment, for example, I'll give a prime example right now. Let's go with like Effect of Cupsy. Let's summon this. Let's summon this. You get your yummy interrupts. You get a draw. You get a banish. We're not done yet. There's so much more shit. We're not even fucking getting started yet. Okay. Let's say you don't want a cookie right now. Let's say you're playing Shit Tail. They resolved Rahu. They have some sets. Hey, they resolved Katu or whatever. They got 1 spell set. Let's say you already used a Croaky too. Let's say a Croaky was fucking MST'd or a Croaky was hit with a MST card, whatever. Look at this now. You're going to use the effect of Snatchy. You're going to chain link Karibo. Who the fuck needs 3 Snatchy when you have 1 Snatchy, 1 Karibo? That's all you need. You're going to synchro with these. If you want, you could do the book now if you want, or let's say you book if you want. But if you really need it, you could turn these to Chaos Angel. We're still not done, by the way. You just turn these to Chaos Angel. Everything gets protected. Surprise doesn't always get used. You could then use Surprise to resummon that same cookie. And now you could keep going. Cookie could then summon back 2 monsters. Yes, Karibo was already used. But if you didn't go for the, let's say you didn't go for the Chaos Angel. Let's say Chaos Angel wasn't the best line at the time. You could do the Karibo play. Look at this. Let's say you want another type of interruption. Use the Karibo play to go Lollipop. Lollipop special 2. Karibo and Snatchy allow you to use Snatchy on the opponent's turn. You use Snatchy on the opponent's turn. Look at this. This is actually so good. Oh my goodness. You can go Starham if you want to. But what if you're playing Genix? Sorry, what if you're playing Radiant Typhoon? I'm gonna put Starham in the extra deck just for this. Let's say this is Metal Marcher. Instead of Starham. So Metal Marcher, summon whatever the fuck tuner, who gives a shit. Effect again. This is Metal Marcher, the wind. You turn these into a Malfi on the opponent's turn for a return to the hand. And you put, this is Metal Marcher. And Metal Marcher's in the graveyard. For the wind, for Genix. So those 3 Omni Negates. And then your last play with the negated Lollipop and the Synchro 8 is a Chaos Angel to protect all your shit. That is over 10 interruptions from a singular Lollipop normal summon. 10 interruptions. And I'm not even including the 5 hand traps. That's 15 interruptions. This is a new way to play Yummy. But it will be with Metal Marcher for sure. Because that way you could put a wind in the graveyard against Genix. You guys still doubt? That's 15 interruptions. Even if they activate the scariest card they could activate right away, it's not even Habakiri because it gives you a chance to negate the Regeki later. The scariest card they could activate would be a Regeki. I don't see Regeki. Who's playing Regeki against Draco Tail? Who's playing Regeki against... Like, it can't be Thrust. It has to be actually Regeki because once the first card goes, you have the monster. Let's say Rahu. This deck does not give a fuck about Rahu. Or Malulu negate. What are you going to do? If you negate, let's say you negate the synchro. You could negate whatever you want with this card. You negate whatever you want with this card. You negate the one, whichever one you want. Let's say what they negate it with Malulu. They can't. I negate this, and if he wants to find a way to stop it, you could just chain. You could chain, like, I'd rather them negate the Zeren though, and then at the conclusion you go Gen X, and then that cannot deal with Gen X. Y'all see that? So this is the new way to play Yummy. And guess what? All these cards were problems for Yummy before. It's not like Yummy's magically just gonna be better than last format. Raigeki always slapped this deck, no matter what. So that's the combo. I'll show you guys a replay. I'll show you guys the deck list first. Starham is not necessary. Realize that Metal Marcher will be nicer strictly only to get the win for Gen X. Because if you want a win for Radiant, obviously, right? You don't want this to just be broken against every deck but that. So this would just guarantee it. And on top of that, Mary Malphys is an Earth. So this could also get the Ardalion down the line as well. So I do highly recommend though you play Mary Malphys, because Mary Malphys, someone's saying Dark Ruler. This is like a lot of noobs don't comprehend, but it loses to Sphere Mode. You guys tell me who the fuck is playing Dark Ruler against Draco Tail and Radiant Typhoon that goes set 5 each deck. Like, get real now. You guys are saying that loses to cards aren't in the format. If you want to win, you listen to a 3-time RCS champion, because we're built different. I would highly recommend putting the Mary Malphys. The Synchro 4 interruption is free, totally free. And this collection of synchros is all the synchros you need. This is all the synchros you need. There's no other link. There's no other link you need either. Even Link Spider's pushing it. But I'm playing Link Spider even for the idiots that play Nibiru. Y'all see that? Do you guys see that? This is how you build a deck in this format. Engage in this deck is like not the worst, but the way I'm trying to build this deck is I want to beat everything. It makes your play a bit worse into Fua. I'm trying to beat Fua every time. And the play into Fua, like, if it's not Shittail that's gonna Fua you and then go Rahu, you'll lose. If against Shittail, if Fua resolves and they have Rahu and you don't have one of your hand traps, okay, I'm not gonna give them 10 draws. They're better. Like, okay, good luck, good for you. You do have your Fua response. There's nothing you could do against those decks. But if Fua resolves against, let's say Radiant Typhoon Fuas us, or let's say Mirror Fuas us, or VS K9 Fuas us, that's all right. You summon Cupsy Way. You give them 2 draws. You give them Snatchy and you give them Cupsy Way. You set up a bunch of level 1s and Cupsy Way, and you say pass. Because the way Samsara synchros on the opponent's turn, the way this deck plays on the opponent's turn with these specific synchros, you could do whatever the fuck you want. You're gonna get access to Cupid on the opponent's turn. You're gonna get access to Diabell and this on the opponent's turn. So it's the deck doesn't care about Fua. You summon on the opponent's turn way more than your turn. And the only punish is a hard drawn Raigeki, not thrust search it, and no one's playing that. No one's playing Dark Ruler, no one's playing Raigeki. What board are you Raigeking on Radiant Typhoon? The Link 2? Like, get real now. So this is the best way to do it, and you're gonna end on the most amounts of interruptions. This is how to play pure Yummy. And there's no copium, there's no extra links you need. Even if, like, there's no other links I would want to play. If you think about it, what other links would you want to play? Gravity Controller? For what? Herald's not searching anything. The only reason you want to play Gravity Controller in one snatchy format Yummy is if you want to turn the original cups you make into controller, but you definitely do not need that whatsoever because of the Karibo. So that right here is the best way to play pure Yummy by a landslide. It's fucking incredible. Almirage is a card I was thinking about adding. You guys could add Almirage if you'd like. I do not like playing into Fuas. So if you look at the cards you're playing, we don't really have cards we normal summon, right? Like, you're not gonna normal summon a Nash Blossom. Obviously not. It's just Veiler and Bell and Fua. Veiler turns into Karibo. Droll turns to Karibo. So it's just Fua and Bell. And I just feel that's not necessary for how many starters you play. Like, it just, you know, I don't think it's very necessary. So that's the play here. Absolutely incredible of a deck. I love this deck. And if you're gonna play pure yummy this format, do it. It's 20 non-engine. You can play all the non-engine in the world. And post side deck when you're going first, you remove Fua anyways for a thrust package. So Almirage actually does not come up. It'll be very rare. Now let's show you some duels. This is against Radiant. Look at my opponent's hand. Everyone said that my board dies to spells. Hey guys, I only have one Omni Negate. Y'all don't know the Pen God. Oh, also one more thing. If they eventually thrust into Raigeki, you guys with me? Pay very close attention. I forgot one massive thing. You can't activate Raigeki. You can't even Mitsurugi Murakumo me. Do you want to know why? This deck, the only card is a hard drawn Raigeki. If you wait, let's say they tried to Mitsurugi me, they're going to activate how many cards are they going to activate? 3 or 4 cards. You go Chaos Angel and you turn all your shit into synchros. Okay, Raigeki, okay, but I'm thinking Habakiri in my mind. If they Habakiri you will Chaos Angel protect your whole board. Okay, anywho, I'm gonna show you guys replay. This is probably the best hand that Radiant Typhoon could open. It's all Radiant hands with Droplet. Elation at maxed out Elation, maxed out Manifestation is actually pretty good because this is very evident that he's playing the grave effects, like he's playing the Phoenix and the Nibiru negate. So watch this now. Cupsy. Add, discard. You can't hand trap this either. If he's playing hand trap, what are you gonna hand trap? Summon. If he Nibiru's me, it'll be right now. So you still end on Synchro 2 with Synchro 2 Surprise Purge Bell through Nib. It's actually a very good deck through it. Summon Cupid Pitch. Like there's no line, like it's not like because there's no bricks. There's no other card I want to summon. Like there's actually no other card I'd want to summon I could think of. If there's any extra deck cards I want to play, like Link cards, even Link Spider was the only one in the new format. Almirage in this style of deck with Purge, Imperm, Droplet, you don't really need it. I summoned these two for fun because I showed you guys the one yummy combo. You could play Masquerena, I guess, if you want an even more interrupt, but this deck does so many interrupts that are like one of small interrupts. You literally have 10 interrupts from one card. You don't need IP to make it 11, right? So I just make an SP here. This is a one yummy card combo, but if you have 2 extra bodies, Marshmallow, the Cupid Pitch that Marshmallow adds is for follow-up, but it's a free body. You could even, if you start your turn with Jester, Pure Raise Map, or Marshmallow, you could even search Sangan there. Sangan search Retaliating Seer Droll. But this is auto win. So draw phase activates this. I'm gonna chain to bring out my Omni Negate. I'm gonna literally Omni Negate the first card. I don't care. Because I don't fear. Once this is set up, I got Chaos Angel his first. If he goes like anything Chaos Angel, he droplets, huge value droplets. I could SP banish to still negate his card, but I want my Zeren on the board to make our Gen X play. So I just let him negate it. Even if this gets impermed, it's like Cool Tune. It's a condition. It's still considered a non-tuner. He MSTs my card. Like, yo, there's only finite number. I thought guys, I thought board breakers destroy our deck. Does this look like our board's getting destroyed right now? I bell that. He enters main phase. I purge that on resolution. Samsara effect. Samsara and this go into Gen X. He has 1 card left in hand. Gen X is on the field. My next play would do the Metal Marcher play after that. So you could get Marcher in the grave as well. That's instant game. Like, that was destruction. This one was very interesting. I guess I didn't even sign up too many cards. I actually played I still kept a decent, large amount of starters. We have 18 starters. We have all non-engine and no starters here. We make him pass his turn. He draws 2. His hand's really good. Opting to not set Super Poly, that tells me I got stream sniped. Because if he set Super, like that, 100% you set Super Poly here. We have Lightning Storm. So yeah, we just got stream sniped there. But nonetheless, we activate this, and I recognize that I was debating Lightning Storming the Varuan. We took a shot. We took a chance. I thought to myself, we might have actually won this game if I Lightning Storm the monster. I know it sounds crazy, but if we Lightning Storm the monster, he won't be able to get the trap. If the trap's live, he'll get so much follow-up, we'll lose. But that's what I should have done here. I should have Lightning Stormed the monster, even though it has 0 attack. and just pass. But then we'll probably lose in the grind game. He has too many interrupts. So that we just didn't. We needed one Yummy card badly there. Lightning Storm would have carried us. We would win the game if we had one Yummy card there. We Lightning Storm the board, summon Yummy. We win the game. Like that was proof. We just drew one. His go second hand is even more broken this time around. Droplet, Fall in the Virtuous, starter, and draw two. Like this is the most custom go second hand for this deck. You guys let me know if you think my opponent has a chance here. You guys let me know if you think I'm coping. Like there's no answer here. Like there's really no answer. Even through like Duel, even Duel, I don't give a fuck. You won't get the same board, but you'll still have a huge board. Even Fua, it doesn't matter. You're gonna summon. Does it look like I'm coping now, guys? The hand trap, the whole board's unbreakable. What are you gonna hand trap? You can't hand trap any of this shit. Even if they hand trap surprise, you just chain Lollipop Synchro too. Because of how the deck is built, you can never hand trap this deck. If you save your hand traps for later, which is the most value, what are you gonna do? Imperma Snatchy, special one of my other 18 or 19 starters, right? Like it's crazy. At this point, you can't do anything. Now you extra can't do anything. The second they activate anything, I chain any Synchro 2, I chain Diabell. Diabell, in a format without Nibiru, this card is absolutely godly. And even if they Nibiru'd me, you would still have a Synchro 2 on board. So I special Jester just to aura farm, but a free level 1 on board is always nice. A free level 1 on board means you could do all your Synchro plays even easier on the opponent's turn. I use this to summon that. What are you gonna have? Like this deck has such a great match. Like, you can never beat this deck. It has infinite engine, infinite. And this line, you can do the Metal Marcher play easily. He decides to MS another Droplet. Yo, like this is like Virtuous, Droplet, like all the interrupts in the world. He negates Samsara and Snatchy, so he can't even turn into the Synchro 10 guy. Who gives a shit? Who gives like his game? Add this, we Veiler, like, and on top we have Surprise, we have full Synchro. Cup C didn't use its effect yet. Y'all be the judge, man. Broken. That's the deck. I saved Yummy once again. You guys could, if you want to put Kagari in the extra deck, I guess is okay. Out of all the extra deck cards, because I firmly believe you'll need to play Chaos Angel, because Chaos Angel, for one, sometimes just out like by itself could outright beat Draco Tail for one. It's just incredibly good. It's just so good. It's so layered. It's so layered. You can't use negates to stop it. If you were to remove one card, it probably would be the Synchro 4 Melfi. Recognize you definitely want a wind for Gen X for turn 0. There are many combos you could do in this deck, but I feel this is the best one to play through everything incredibly well. Zeren, there's only going to be a few decks in Yu-Gi-Oh history that could use Zeren to the best of its abilities. Yummy is one of them, and Radiant is the other. I can't think of any other deck. Radiant has 20 quick play spells. I don't know how the fuck they're going to summon this. They're wind locked, because like you can't really do it in that deck. So it's just Yummy, because Yummy, or Cool Tune as well. But Yummy, literally you could trigger any Synchro 2 at any time. You could trigger Surprise at any time. You could do whatever you want at any time quickly. And I feel Chaos Angel's the meat. That sounded super wrong, but it's not really the meat, but it's like a very nice cherry on the top. Because the one thing I see with this board is Chaos Angel provides to this deck the new solution to obliterate Mitsurugi. You just literally, once they do it, you'll end on Gen X and Chaos Angel before Habakiri even before Mitsurugi. Well, the second Mitsurugi ritual is activated, you can get this out there if they allow you to go to main phase like that, because Samsara immediately summons it. Even if Murakumo hits the board and then you just change Samsara to Chaos Angel, it doesn't activate it or anything. It just automatically protects your synchros. So you'd have a board of Gen X, Chaos Angel, and Synchro 2 Yummies with Mitsurugi. This provides the real final protection to make it like broken. So that's the deck. I hope you guys like it. I'm a huge believer in this deck, and you guys be the judge. Like, does this? I showed you guys. It's better. Like the no Yummy card got hit we have full max starters. Like Snatchy to 1, Karibo to 1, same shit. We just freed us slots. Pure Yummy is saved, and I'm standing on business that Pure Yummy is better now than it was last format. I'm gonna say one last thing. Pure Yummy now might even be better than Yummy Mitsurugi. Of course, we have to see how this deck does going second. Look at the non-engine slots. Yummy Mitsurugi has 8 bricks or 7 bricks. Does this deck have bricks? Like, I even want to remove the Croaky. Like, what the the only reason a Croaky is here is specifically Charmies. That's it. If you get Charmied, you're gonna want an Croaky, right? That's the only reason is there. Like, if Charmy randomly lost favor in a format, I would not play a Croaky. Why the fuck do you need the Croaky interrupt when we have over 10? It's a 1 card 10 interruption combo. I have built lots of Yummy Cope decks in the last 50 hours that I've stayed awake with no sleep or showering since the ban list came out. And this is after 50 hours, the final result. And that's it. So I hope you guys like it. Like Almirage, I wouldn't even recommend Almirage because, as I said, the Fua and the Charmies, even Bell would be removed going first. Because going first, you're going to have Purge, Imperm, Droplets, and like these crazy traps from Thrust, right? It's only game 1 where Almirage comes up. And on top of that, if you normal summon a card, you get eaten into Fua. I'm trying to make this deck as good to Fua as possible. And that's why there's a heavy focus on Yummy names like Piri Rays. And a heavy focus on strong Cupsy. Because if you go summon Cupsy, your opponent cannot really deal with it. And because you're playing the Jester and the Piri Rays and the 1-for-1, these are 5 cards that if you have Yummy or Marshmallow, those are 8 extenders. If you already have a Yummy card, my Piri Rays is getting Jester. So you always have your 8 special summons through it. The deck has 16 1-card starters purely, but it's more like 18. Because if you open Jester, you'll always have combo as well. Well, not really. I'd say 16 like 1-card starters. But that's all you need because once you have 1, you have 20. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Hope you guys like it. Go check out the Metafy because I do intend to do daily classes. In fact, there's one at 6 o'clock in 11 minutes. I'm going to push that to 7. And then, so there'll be one actually right now. So go check out the Metafy. It's $50 a month for over 50 hours of coaching with Trif Gaming per month. And on top of that, the second you sign up for Metafy, you get a storage of all of my classes ever. There's 50 classes on there already. It's actually incredibly fucking value. It's like hundreds and hundreds of hours for $50. It's pretty insane. And yeah, all right. Thank you guys for watching. This is the best way to play Yummy. Later. Goodbye, YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Check out Twitch when we stream live. Bye.